to reiterate that the 2018 to 2022 strategic plan establishes the platform for implementation of strategic initiatives that will facilitate processes leading to up to 2021 general elections and beyond. In addition, I urge you all to stand firm with us by complementing the efforts of the Commission in view of sensitization of the electorate, policy advice on legislation, enhancing factual and accurate reporting by the media on the electoral process, amongst other areas. Once again, on behalf of the Commission, I wish to thank you greatly for attending this momentous occasion. I thank you.
Some of our key achievements during this period, we held successful tripartite elections in 2011 and the presidential elections in 2015. Then we also held the general elections in 2016, where we held five elections simultaneously on the same day. And this was the first time unprecedented in the history of elections in Zambia. We held the presidential, National Assembly, mayoral, local government as councillor, and also the referendum. Another achievement in this period is the Electoral Code of Conduct was incorporated in the Electoral Process Act, thereby upgrading the Electoral Code into statutory law. And further, in 2015-2016 voter registration, where 87% of eligible voters were captured, increasing the number of voters on our roll from 5.1 million to 6.69 million, from 150 to 156. Then we also increased the number of wards from 1,422 to 1,624. And further, we increased the number of polling stations from 6,456 to 7,700. Then we look at the national environment. This strategic plan 2018-2022 is anchored, as the chair had stated, anchored on the Constitution of Zambia, that's Article 2292, and also the Electoral Commission of Zambia Act, number 25 of 2016, and the Electoral Process Act, Electoral Process Act number 25 of 2016, then the 7th National Development Plan, and also the post-election reviews that were conducted with stakeholders, and also that did incorporate some of the observations that were made by local and international observers. Then the rationale of the strategic plan is basically to provide the direction for the Commission and the actions to be taken to achieve its mandate. And further, it is to provide framework and focus for the improvement within the Commission. We also want to optimize the Commission's organizational systems and structures. And further, it's also, the rationale is provide a monitoring and evaluation framework for measuring the performance of a Commission's activities and outputs. And our mandates, as I have already alluded to, is we draw our mandate from the Constitution. That's Article 299 of the Constitution that empowers the Commission to implement the electoral process, conduct elections and referenda, register voters, settle minor disputes, regulate and conduct voters and candidates, accredit observers and election agents, and also to delimit electoral boundaries.
What is the most credible thing you can think of? What can you trust like the palm of your hand? Maybe something that's in it, perhaps your thumb. You can use your fingers to count your blessings, but you can use your thumb to help shape your future. Now let us take your hand literally as we put faith in your selection. lead you to a secure, efficient, and credible election. Our country is our top priority. We are determined to walk with you from strength to strength, assist you to exercise your power as we ease the process of transition from power to power. Constant growth is our mission, so we provide a framework for the country's improvement within the commission. So like GPS, helping you with the most effective routes, but the destination is progress. We provide strategic direction for the commission. So let's avoid all the bumps and the dead ends. The road to great leadership is paved by ECZ. Our strategic plan is monitoring and evaluation of the framework for measuring performance of activities and outputs. So we are simply keeping track of our route. We speak the language of elevation. And as technology sweeps over the nation, using social media to improve our social conditions, voter education with Twitter, Facebook, electronic billboards, TV ads, bringing justice to our people with every cross. This is the only X you want to cross. Now tell me, what is the most credible vote you can cast? One that puts power of the entire nation in your hands. The irony of making sure you have a smile on your face with every cross you make. ECZ is the only referee that allows you to make the decision and puts the cards in your hands. Now, just like you trust GPS, trust the navigator, ECZ.
Chieftainess Mwenda receiving the strategic plan on behalf of the people of Zambia. A big hand once again. Thank you, Your Royal Highness. Thank you very much. You may be seated. We now proceed to the keynote speech by Royal Highness, who will speak and bless the strategic plan.
the Chairperson, Electoral Commission of Zambia, Honorable Justice Esau Chulu, the Vice Chairperson, Electoral Commission of Zambia, Mrs. Annette Nekairo, members of Commission, Chief Whip of Chiefs, Chief of the House of Chiefs, of course, His Royal Highness Chief Chieftainess, Secretary Generals of political parties present, civic society organizations and media present, higher learning institutions and professional bodies present. On behalf of the Chairperson of the House of Chiefs, Senior Chief Inyambo Yeta, and it is with great pleasure to have been honored to receive the 2018 to 2022 Electoral Commission of Zambia Strategic Plan on behalf of the people of Zambia. This is a landmark milestone that is essential in demonstrating unity of purpose and an institution that belongs to each and every Zambian. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, placing the tenets of Zambia's democratic dispensation at the core of enhancing the country's development status is paramount. It is crucial that the electoral system of Zambia is embraced and inculcated into a nationalistic culture and promotes positive and constructive criticism towards improving the electoral process. We should be proud as Zambian people that the electoral process has been given accolades by other electoral management bodies in the region. It is thus important that we ourselves as Zambians remain resolute in encouraging these works of which other countries continue to benchmark their respective processes and Electoral Commission of Zambia. On behalf of the House of Chiefs, I take cognizance that this 5-year strategic plan launched this evening takes into account the national political and electoral context, continuous stakeholder feedback, which the Commission is alive to on a continuous basis, and a post-election review conducted after the 2016 general election and the referendum. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is pleasing to see that the Commission aims to commence its undertakings on a new state, or on a new slate rather, and going forward has prioritized the following strategic objectives. A, enhancing efficiency in the management of elections, therefore ensuring that Commission delivers high quality and inclusive electoral services to our Zambian people, whether women, youth, persons with disabilities. B, enhancing stakeholder engagement and participation in the electoral process, therefore undertaking continuous engagement and sensitizing programs. C, building the confidence and the trust of various stakeholders in the electoral process by augmenting the Commission's corporate image. And D, continuously improving the skills of staff, the governance and management structures, in view of ensuring a commission that has the requisite competencies to implement the electoral process and respond to needs of the electorate. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen and stakeholders present here, the Electoral Commission of Zambia cannot achieve these objectives single-handedly. I strongly appeal to you all that the Commission should be supported with the applicable resources, whether financial resources, human capital, and tools that will achieve the strategic objectives alluded earlier. This support requires either citizens to support budgets that correspond to the strategic objectives, parliamentarians that foster progressive legislation to enhance the process, media that disseminate information in an accurate and factual manner without misleading the public, academia that provide analytic of electoral environment and provide policy advice to the ECZ and other stakeholders, amongst others. I further, on behalf of the House of Chiefs, would like to encourage a unified support system of Zambians and the people that are proud of their culture, their country, and their national institutions, including the Electoral Commission of Zambia. Let us and always first consider the observations of internal structures